Hello and welcome to the old Fliers. The crash of Air India flight A1171 on takeoff in Ahmedabad killed 241 on board and at least 24 on the ground. This is the Boeing Dreamliner 787's first accident since the introduction in 2011. There has been a history of safety concerns for this aircraft which have been documented and addressed. More than 1,100 Dreamliners are in use worldwide, carrying more than 875 million passengers over the last decade.
Yeah, we're ready, taxi here, Can 861.
Clear to start engines.
Okay, Roger, starting 1 and 2 together. Start left and right.
Face north, long enough so we can get an aircraft off, standing passengers, speedbird. Push 568, facing north, pull forward, keep it clear, Bravo, thank you, speedbird 9 showing contact. Entering ground, 45 Tango, speak to
Park your brake set, please.
Stand by.
Left on Delta and 563, that's copied, speedbird 8 showing. Speedbird 45 Tango, that company triple.
Parking brake set. Okay, ground, we had 2 good engine starts. You're clear to disconnect. I'll see you on the left. Thank you very much and have a great day.
Before taxi checklist, anti-ice auto, recall check, flight controls,
Checked.
ground equipment,
Clear.
rise clear, before taxi checklist completed.
Alright.
FF20, turn right on Bravo, hold it tight.
Lights on.
Bravo. Right, on 53, hold short of Alpha.
Turn left now.
Bye-bye.
Check.
He's very good at the 908, 7 left, 5-1. Left hand 908, good up.
Before takeoff checklist, briefing,
Is confirmed.
no change.
Yep.
Cabin crew seated, before takeoff checklist complete.
Speedbird 556 Quebec, hello, hold Alpha 3, report ready.
Hold up 3 and we are ready for the taxi, Speedbird 556 Quebec.
Okay, thanks. Speedbird 880, hello, hold Alpha 3.
Thrust ref.
Ready.
Check.
Hold Alpha 3 and we're ready for Speedbird 880.
Thrust is set.
Speedbird 556 Quebec, fire Alpha 3, line up runway 27 right.
80 knots.
Hold.
Good afternoon, hold Alpha 3, report ready.
Rotate.
Shamrock 3,
Positive climb.
Gear up. Hell up.
Check.
Autopilot.
Check.
Thrust ref. Pin up speed.
Check.
This particular 787, delivered to Air India in 2014, had amassed 41,000 hours of flying time and achieved 8,000 takeoffs and landings. Captain Sumit Sabharwal, who had 8,200 hours flying experience, declared in a Mayday call that he had no thrust and was unable to lift when the aircraft was less than 650 feet in the air. There have been numerous armchair pilots who have taken to social media to speculate on why this aircraft crashed. Why wasn't the landing gear retracted, so reducing drag? Were the flaps extended? Did they encounter bird strike? Was the fuel contaminated? And so on. The black box has been recovered and most of these questions will have ready answers. Just one passenger survived and scrambled to safety before the aircraft was engulfed in flames. British national Viswash Kumar Ramesh was seated in 11A, left forward and adjacent to an exit. Historically, where you are seated will determine the likelihood of you surviving a crash. Yes, there are statistics kept for this sort of thing. A 2015 Time magazine analysis of FAA data found that seats in the rear third of the plane had a 32% fatality rate compared to 39% in the middle and 38% in the front. The rear middle seats in economy in the rear third of the aircraft are located furthest from the cockpit and engines, which are common impact points in a front or wing based crash. Cushioned by other seats and passengers on either side, this offers better protection. An example is seat 50B. Passengers sitting behind the wing, especially near the tail, have historically had slightly better survival odds in survivable crashes. There might not seem much difference between 32% and 39%, but if you are in that 7%, it is a world of difference. Within the rear section, middle seats, e.g. 31B in a 737, are statistically safest. This is because they are away from aisles, which can collapse or expose you to debris, and they're surrounded by other passengers, providing some cushioning. Gruesome it may seem, but other passengers act as airbags do in an automobile crash. Evidence is that business class passengers fare less well because there are fewer people around them. The least safest seats are the seats towards the front in a nose-first crash. It is a sick joke amongst pilots that they are always the first to arrive at an accident scene. Aisle seats expose you to injury from falling luggage, carts or flying debris and offer less protection in a side impact crash. Being near an emergency exit increases your chances of escaping quickly in a fire or emergency evacuation. Knowing how to assume the proper brace position significantly improves survival odds. Most fatalities in survivable crashes are due to delayed evacuation or ignoring safety briefings from the flight attendants. When they say fasten your seatbelt at all times, even when seated, there is a reason. Know the brace position for your seat type.
Welcome aboard this Air Middle-earth flight. Before we set out on our journey, I would like to impart a story of safety. Even if you fly with us often, be sure to keep a sharp eye on the briefing. Make sure your belongings are hidden away in the compartments above or under the seat before you.
All travellers must keep a watchful eye on the lighted signs and follow crew instructions. If the seatbelt sign is on, sit yourself down and fasten your seatbelt quick smart.
Be sure that it's snug across your hips, though not so tight as to lose the feeling in your legs. If you're in a sky couch row, there are special seatbelt instructions in your seat pocket.
We recommend keeping your seatbelt fastened throughout the journey. Should you need to explore, it can always be undone.
Given a choice, choose a seat within 5 rows of an exit, which is proven to increase evacuation chances. All of this sounds pretty dire. Airline travel is still extremely safe compared to, say, travel by car. Fatalities per billion hours travelled is 600 by car compared to 30 by air. For perspective, you'd need to fly daily for thousands of years before being statistically likely to die in an airline crash. I hope I haven't put you off flying. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to let me know that you are enjoying our content. Comments and criticisms always taken note of.